I'm recording on my system.
Yes, yeah, you're recording it now.
Yeah.
No is okay. No is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to repeat again so that everyone it will be helpful for everyone. So that I'm recording the video now also, so that later on I will upload that. I will share this to whomever he can upload, or if I have access, I will upload myself. Okay, so let's start onto this. What the project management talks about. The prerequisites, we need to have some qualifications, for you to attain a project management degree. So one is one needs to have 4 years of degree, 36 months. 36 months of leading any projects. It's not should not be a project manager. At least in any project, like you will be working as a team lead or project lead, those kind of things. So then you will be able to write an exam for that. Exams will be 200 questions will be there, 4 hours you need to spend, and those yeah, and then 35 hours of project management education training. So once you go and fill the form, then these are the details you need to provide. So once you submit the details in the application, then you will be able to, for a PMI will go and validate. They will take 3 to 5 business days. And then they will confirm, yes, you can go ahead and start, schedule your exam. Okay. Just to give an update, the project management fees, you need to be a PMI member. You need to be a PMI member. It will be $110, and then $535.
Smile bhai, can we ask participants to be on mute if they're not speaking? I hear a lot of background noise, please.
Right. Yeah, exactly. One word, I'll mute everyone. Okay, I have given an option. If anyone wants to speak, they can speak. They can unmute and they can speak.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, brother.
Yeah. This I'm working as an accountant since last more than 35 years in investment holding company.
Okay.
So will it help me for attending this class in future?
See, 35 years of experience
In accounting.
On accounting. Are you leading any of the project? Definitely, it will be helpful.
We are developing some commercial projects in Jeddah.
Okay.
For so the owner we have, he has the land and we are developing that. So I am just aspiring to go to that project and do some of the, project management responsibility,
Yeah, definitely, it will be helpful to you, because since you are carrying a rich experience of 35 years, now we are going to develop the working as a project manager. Yeah, definitely, it will be helpful, brother.
Yeah, this is a commercial project, and we have done one, and now we are doing a second one. So I am just aspiring to go to, handle that one. Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah, you should be able to do that.
Okay, sir.
This will help for you.
Thank you. And one more question before I close.
No problem.
If I don't have any experience, but I have a degree, I had done masters in commerce, and now this 35 months leading project that is not with me. So how can I will qualify for certification?
How can you qualify? Because see, what you have to do in all, it is because since it is recorded, everything Brother, you can ping me offline. I can guide you.
Okay. I
Yeah.
should call you on,
No, you
by
just
what?
ping me on my WhatsApp. I will tell you how to do that. Or you can call
Okay.
me. You have my number
I
on
think we
WhatsApp.
can keep this question and
No, I don't
answers
have your number. Can
session
you
at the end of
give
the
me your
course.
number?
And that will be better.
Okay, fine. In the WhatsApp group, you will find it. So let's not. We'll talk this offline.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. So, brother, any questions anyone have on related onto the how to get that PMP certification? So that
Ismail bhai, just this 36 month of leading project, is it necessary that leading project we can make if I work as a team leader for the maintenance department?
you
So-
can you should, but in the application form you need to mention which are the core processes you have worked on. At least three process groups, three pillars you should have been worked on.
So
You
brothers,
should have
just
experience.
Ismail bhai, just just want to highlight the brothers. Any question related to any experience or any certification, we can ping Ismail bhai offline. So right now, let's focus on the course. So any question
Yeah.
related to course we can ask.
Correct, exactly, because this is just to
Yeah.
give the idea overview, so that you should be aware of that. Then, if you are asking everyone
Yeah.
asking like 200 members one question, 1 minute if I give, then I will not be
Yeah,
able
we'll
to.
waste the time actually. The time what we have, let's focus on the course first. Any questions? Let's ask offline to
Yeah.
Ismail bhai.
So we just started the
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this on this what PMI the course will be working on the project management training. Will be working on the project management framework, and then on the process management project processes. Like we have 5 process groups: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and then the closing. So these are the knowledge, and then 10 knowledge areas or 10 process groups. We can say that integration is one. Then scope management, we have schedule management, cost management, quality management, resource management, risk management, integrate procurement management, stakeholder management. Yeah, these are the things. Just you get a lot of questions in PMP exam based on integration management. So because this is the main, if you majority of the questions you will get this from this section. So you should be well aware of this integration management, this process group or knowledge area, you can call it as. Clear, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Yeah, sure. So what I will do, I will start. I'll open my. Yeah, sure. This is how it looks like once you clear the exam. You will get the PMP certificate like this.
Malwai, congratulations, beautiful.
This I have done it long back.
So there is no
So
expiration
this is
for this,
on
right?
3 years. It's only for 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
so this is online exam or physically?
This is online exam. You have to go to any of the like center, PMI center, and then you have to write. I'm searching where I kept my PMI. Just bear with me. Okay. So the PMI, this I will be covering only on the PIM box 6. as I mentioned earlier. Now the latest is PIMBOK 7 is available. So you can go there. Any questions you have, please feel free to ping me, then I will be able to help you answer your queries. Yeah. So that's what we talk about, why PMP. You need to have a better project management. In order for you to execute any project, you should be having good knowledge, so that you can execute your projects and deliver your projects on time. So just to ask, what is the project? Anyone can tell me?
Project is something where you take a lead of it, and till end you are responsible for everything from the start till the end.
Correct. Okay. Right. Any of the work, like it's not going to be a bigger one or small one. Any work you are doing, that work, you start the work and complete the work within a stipulated duration of time. Time is more important here.
Mm.
For us, anyone talks about time and cost. These are the three main factors: time, cost, and the resource. These are the three degrees of freedom what we talk about for any project manager, and they should be on top of 3 degrees of freedom: cost, scope, and the scope. You can say cost and scope and the resources. So project is it's a tangible effort, so that you put, and then you take the lead, identify the resources, do the effort estimation, and then prepare the project plan, and then you deliver the project.
Okay.
This is on a very, very 30,000. I'm talking about the 30,000 feet level high. So if you go deeper down, there are so many things are there. I told you, right? We have 5 process group, 5 process, and then 10 knowledge areas. Those everything you need to, each and everything you need to cover it. Okay. This is what exam criteria talks about. I told you, bachelor's degree, 35 contract hours, PDUs, and for 4,500. If you are having a diploma or something, 7,500 of hours. So after paying the examination fee, PMI will send the authorization letter, $110 PMI to become a PMI member, and $535 is the examination fee. USD. You need to go to a probatic center and complete your exam. 4 hours of duration. Out of 200 questions will be there, and 25 questions will not be considered for your thing. Only will be considered 175 questions. They will be you will be judged only on 175 questions. There will be no negative marking. So this is a below proficient. PMI never say you are pass or fail. This one thing. It says below proficient, proficient, moderately proficient. That's how they will judge. Okay. So this is what I told you, right? Process groups. We have 5 process groups. On the initiation 13 marks, 13 questions you will get from project initiation. Planning, you will get 24 questions. Execution, we have 31 questions. Controlling, question and percentage of questions you will get on top. And monitoring and control 25%, closing and 7%. So these many of questions. If we are one has to be well versed with all the process groups for this to be okay. If I consider, if someone says 60% is the passing rate or 70% is the passing rate, so I will cover only 13 plus 24 and 31. No, that will not going to work. Or 25 plus 31, that means 55, and then initiation 13, then you will fail in planning. So they will when you give an exam, they will look into all the process groups areas. PMI. Hope I'm clear, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, clear, sir.
Yeah. So let's move on quickly onto the just to give the project man. We'll start on the project man. So
Sorry, like, can you allow others also to come in? And you can continue the continuous, okay? Let us not start from.
Yeah.
So shall we get this PPT?
Yeah, I will
this?
share. Yeah, I will share you, brother.
Later we will.
Thank you, sir.
Pimbok is there. I will share the Pimbok, so you can. This is on a very I have taken. I can see this also. If you want, I can share this PPT. That's not a problem. I will share that to you.
Assalamu alaikum, Ismail bhai.
Walaikum assalam.
Just a small question. Regarding this 5 parts which you have just said regarding initiating, planning, execution, monitoring, and closing.
Correct.
These 5 parts are basically the 5 pillars, right?
5 pillars. Those are the 5 pillars.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So now we are going to start with these 5 pillars.
Yes,
from now
start
on, right?
from now on. We will start 5 pillars. So I will go with the process areas.
Alright.
Everywhere I will be covering 5 pillars. Then I will take one process, one knowledge area, and that knowledge area I will cover onto the 5 pillars.
I just wanted to know that since we are talking about it, probably if we are going to start initiation now, this
No, I
process
will tell
group.
you. No, I will tell you how it. I will tell you how will
Okay, okay.
how will I go. On your right hand side, what tomorrow I'll put a one diagram so that it will be helpful. Somewhere I have done that. Let me check that. During preparation, I used to.
Okay, let's continue now. I'll go with the flow with you right now, inshallah.
Right.
I'll be.
So I'll suggest everyone, to have that on the top section on the horizontal side. You have the initiation, planning. Okay, wait a minute. I'll put that in Excel sheet so that everyone to be.
And Smell, at any given time, if you feel that this is an important point and needs to be noted, just let us know so that
Correct.
We can have a pen and paper and just make a note.
Yeah. This is very much important. So this one. Okay. So while I was preparing for exam, I used to do like this.
Sir, the exam will be in the form of MCQ.
Yeah, MCQ only, MCQ. I'll put M and C so that it will be monitoring and control, closing. And then it comes to integration. First is integration management. Then your scope. Then resource management. I will be up and down. Then risk management.
Ismail bhai, we are not able to see other.
Oh, you are not
I
able
can
to see.
Yeah.
Right. 1 minute. I'll share my. You're able to see now?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
see.
yes.
Okay. So this is what the process group: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. So now what I will put that into these are the main process groups, and these are the knowledge areas. This is the knowledge area.
Asar bhai, kindly mute it.
I am not audible.
Is you audible?
Yeah, you're audible, sir. Now continue, sir.
Okay. So on your left hand side is the knowledge area, and on the top section will be the process groups: initiation, planning, execution, and this is how you need to keep everything. So integration, what are the things that talks about in initial when you are the integration is the main. Is the you can say is the heart of the any project management, because this is the one, it binds all the process groups. So what are the things that you need to do during when you're integrating the project? What needs to be taken care in during the planning? What you need to take during the execution phase, and monitoring and control? What are the things that you need to do that, and then closing. Okay, and quality, and then we have stakeholder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 4 areas of that.
Cost management, budget.
Yeah, correct. Cost, integration over, scope, schedule.
Changes.
It comes in the only it will come.
Okay.
Schedule, then cost management I have already covered, quality management covered, resource management I have already put that, risk management I have already kept that, procurement management. So I'm just up and down I have mentioned. Yeah, you can. Stakeholder. Yeah. Last is the stakeholder management. So how many? It should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Communication management.
Yeah, communication management. This is another. This is more important. Correct. How many? 10 are there, right? 1. Yep. Stakeholder will be the last to come here. So this is how I used to put that. Then integration, what it covers in for integration project management. What are the things that you are doing for the initiation? What are the things that you need to take on the planning? What needs to be done on the execution, monitoring, control, and closing similarly. So that's how we should do. And then today I'll talk on. I'll first go to the integration management part. Clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
Clear.
So you have this practice, on by at any given point of time, if someone asks in the knowledge area, integration management, what are the things that you have to do? So you should be very quick to say that, okay, these are in initial, these are the documents I have to keep it, and stakeholder management where I have to cover all those things. So yeah, as I said, what is the project? Project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. It doesn't have to be, only onto the product. It can be a service also. Like if someone is from the service industry, like they can say, okay, I'm having a maintenance project. That maintenance project, 5 years of maintenance project. How you are going to execute how you are going to provide your service. So in
Ismail bhai, we can see this axis. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now better now?
No. Yeah, now it's okay.
This is okay. This is
Right.
okay.
Right. So I was just referring to the project. Like project is nothing but temporary. It's not a permanent, right? Any project is just a temporary. We have a start and end date. It cannot be prolonged. Like lifelong, we are doing only one project.
Yeah.
So it's just a
Yes,
temporary endeavor. And what is the goal? It has certain goal. Okay, I need to deliver my project. I need to complete one act. Delivering. If someone is construction, belong to construction. Okay, my goal is to complete the building. So that is your goal. So at the end of the day, you are getting a result. That is a fruitful result you are getting. That's where it talks about the project. It's a temporary endeavor where we have the set of start and end date. And it should not be towards only to the product. It can be a service. Like if people I was saying that someone is from the service background, support. They'll be providing the support to the end customer. Your end customers or stakeholders. So you're just 5 years or 1 year, 1 year of service. So in 1 year of service, how we are going to do that? How we are going to how can you say that my service, what I have delivered, my service is success or not? So that when you have project management controls in place, then you will say that yes, this is sufficient controls in place, and your monitoring and how you have monitored the project, how you have controlled your project, or how you have controlled your service. So then you'll be, with respect to artifacts, you can say yes, my project is 1 year of service I have delivered successfully. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, clear.
Okay. I'll move on to the next slide. So
Sure.
programs and portfolio, right? Program is nothing but a project is a small. Okay, so you have one small start and end date. When you talk about the programs have number of small projects will comprise into one program. Let's say, for example, hello. Anyone is speaking?
Nisar bhai, please mute it.
Yes, sir, continue.
Yeah, because
Others is muted.
yeah, 1 minute. Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. Okay. And the program is talk about it's a small projects, or a project which has a set of durations. I will give you an example. In one program, you will be having number of small projects. If I give you an example, since someone can relate under construction, or I can give even in a construction we are constructing a heavy complex, a big complex, where you will be having multiple vendors will be there, and then you will say, okay, maintenance department, this is one project, and electrical department is another project for you, and then vendor is another project. So these comprise to and everything it comprises to the one program. So the program has a and definite end results also, that for each and every program. So electrical guys, they are completing their project. Okay, you are attending. Unless and until everyone completes, you cannot close your program. And program will be keep on going. It's not going to be, it's a lifelong kind of thing. Unless onto the project management. So that's where it is a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way.
Yeah.
And a portfolio is nothing but portfolio, we have number of programs. So with first is the portfolio management, then you have a program management, and then next under the program is a project. That's why it's a temporary endeavor project, we call that. Clear on this concept?
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
Can you show something?
Yeah, clear.
Portfolio. What is the portfolio like? What does
Sir,
it comes in?
Okay.
Examples of portfolio, sir. Like
Like I have given an example. Say any aircraft manufacturer, like may have business lines such as domestic aircraft manufacturing, international aircraft manufacturing. These are the portfolio.
Okay, it's like you're saying the management names.
Correct.
Okay.
See, for example, in IT also, I will be having since I'm come from IT, I can relate to the IT. I will just give an example. I will be having a big portfolio of managing 10 programs. That is my portfolio. So one customer, I will have 10 different customers. Let's say, for example, you have Reliance is another. Reliance will be having program. Okay. Then we have Air India is an. I'm just giving a hypothetical example of it. I don't want to name the customer names, so that's why I'm giving hypothetical names so that you can correlate. So
it's like portfolio is like presentation of the customers.
No, it's not presentation. So what we'll be having? Let's say, for example, IBM Okay, your
Okay.
IBM is one large organization, right? And you will be having different projects or different programs will be running.
Okay.
Then someone is saying that IBM is my portfolio.
Okay, so this is like the number of customers what you have, that is
Correct.
portfolio.
Correct. Number of
Right.
customers will be having
And
one portfolio.
and the customers what you're handling, that is program. What part you're handling of the customer.
Customer you are handling, and under that customer you will be having projects.
Right. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Sir, in this portfolios makes value decisions means
Sorry,
portfolio make value decisions on the screen, sir. There is a sentence written on.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Portfolios make value decisions.
Yeah, portfolios make value decisions. That means what is the value you are getting. So based on that, see, everyone has to get some value should be attaining, right? And you can make the decision based on that. So let's say, for example, you'll be having 10 different stocks, okay? And then 10 different stocks, that is my portfolio. You'll be having a stock for Reliance, you'll be having a stock for Hinduja, you'll be having 10 different stocks. That is my one portfolio. So you'll see that in that portfolio, what are the values, okay, what are the shares for my Reliance, how much you are getting, and you will make the decision for that.
Okay, sir.
Right? If it is going down or if it is going up, I'm just giving a hypothetical example. Huh? So just for you to make it clear, your concept should get clear. So you can take decisions on that one. Okay, my Reliance, I'm getting this share value is going down. I can sell this share. So that decision you are making under your portfolio. Clear?
Yeah, sir, clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Guys are attending after 1 more hour. Okay. So we talk about on the project, we talk about on the program, we talk about on the portfolio. So hope the concept is clear to you. If anyone gets stuck, please let me know so that I can clear it out.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So same thing I talk about on the, this is the talk about 49 processes, 5 process group, initiation, planning, controlling, all those things, everything. Okay, these are the constraints: the scope, quality, schedule, budget, resource, and risk. Project, we call that as the project constraints. Scope. Okay, what is the scope? Anyone can tell me?
Scope is outcome of the project. What basically you are getting it from it.
You cannot come as a, it cannot say scope is not an outcome of the project. In one sense,
It's an objective.
Yeah, it can say as an objective. Okay, what exactly you are intending to do that? What is your limit?
It's a defined goal.
Yeah, it's a defined goal. Okay, I wanted to achieve, because what will happen? Let's say I will say I wanted to build one house, right? That is my scope. You said I want to construct a ground floor. Initially, you said you have limited budget with you. I said with that budget, I said I wanted to have only ground floor. I wanted to build my house. So after that's what first initially you have defined that scope. Then later on, some point of time, you got some additional funds, and then you said, since I have additional funds, then you said, okay, you'll tell to the builder, but go ahead and construct a first floor also. And what the builder will come and say, we have agreed on the ground floor, budget is for that one. In order for me to construct the first floor, I need to have additional additional money, right?
Yeah.
So that means our scope has changed.
Right.
And the time when the scope is changed, it will have an impact on the quality. It will have impact, not quality. It will have impact on the funds. It will have impact on the time. You cannot say, I've agreed for construct a building. my I've told to construct a building, so I will add more scope. Then nobody will do that, right?
Yes.
I said, boss, he will raise a hand. No, this is not correct. We have agreed on certain scope, what needs to be delivered. That is my limit. I will go on within that limit. I can't go beyond. I cannot go beyond that.
Sir, as respect to the construction,
Smile.
as respect,
I'm just okay. I'm just because I can see most of the guys, some of the things are on construction. That's why I've given the example on that one. But if I'm talking about the IT side, okay. So when we are taking a project, I said my project I have to deliver one website. I wanted to deliver a website. In that website, I have like 10 or 12 features. Then later point, some point of time, that's an initial fixed scope for you. I have to deliver 10 features for this one product. Then later point, sometime you said, okay, looking at this, no, I want to add some more thing. So it's an additional scope for you. So customer will say, but if you go and tell to the who is working on, add more features to this one. They said we have agreed on to limited 12 features or 10 features. Now you are adding up another 5 features. For that, for me to work, I will not say he will not work. I will work, but for me the scope is added, extended the scope. This is we call it as a scope creep. So any change in the scope,
variation of work.
yeah, any change in the scope, it calls scope creep. So if you are if someone is on maintenance side, okay, maintenance side, you will be having if you are an IT group during the support in a contract, you'll say, okay, I will work on every year. I will work on number of incidents. Every month I should get only 1,000 incidents tickets, right? If you are getting more than 1,000 incident tickets, then you go to your management saying that, because we have agreed for 1,000 tickets, but I'm getting 2,000 tickets. So 2,000 tickets, for that you need to include, your scope was not, your scope was only for 1,000 tickets, 1,000 incident tickets. And your scope was to have only 1 month, I can execute only 10 changes. Okay, some problem management, I can have like 10 problem management, right? 10 problem records, I can work on it. But what is happening due to additional thing, I'm getting, my incidents are getting more. 2,000 tickets, 1,000 incidents has been increased. And then when the incidents are getting increased, simultaneously the problem management also increased. Then again, same changes also will increase. So yeah, the scope has varied over there. It's not just into one thing, right? So the scope is for anything, a project manager, he should be concentrating on the scope first. The main is the first thing of the scope.
So, just one question can I ask?
Yeah, please.
Backslide.
Yeah.
So like if we are adding or reducing our scope, accordingly it will be impacted to our schedule, budget, resources, but
Correct.
not for the quality. Quality we must maintain what we have agreed.
Quality,
all factor will.
No, scope quality will be one thing, and definitely it will not have impact on the quality. But your when you are adding the scope, your schedule and budget and resource will definitely change.
Yes.
Quality and risk. Risk you need to highlight the risk. You need to as a project manager, you need to you need to be all the time hands-on onto the risk, saying that on top of the risk. Okay, it might, you need to I will cover that point, how we are going to have the risk management into picture.
Ismail, one more last question before you move. When the scope changes, what all will be impacted? All the project constraints will be impacted, or only certain in this will be impacted?
Only certain schedule, budget, and resources. Three will get impacted.
All right, got it. Thanks.
Ismail
Ismail
bhai,
bhai, I just
don't,
wanted to know one more thing. As initially we started with the 10 processes, right? Which you said in the beginning. So
Uh-huh.
now with this slide, it's we have around six
I'm
processes over
I'm
here.
just giving the
Yeah.
constraints, and I'll go through that again.
So constant this constraints and this process, this is basically the same thing, right? Or it is
So you
something.
these are all the things it will cover into the. I'm just what are the see when we first talk about the project, the program, and the portfolio, and then what are the project constraints. So if I directly go into the integration, then what are the project constraints? You should be knowing the constraints of the project when we are executing.
Okay. All right.
So I'll go step by, then I will cover up onto your what are the operational, non-operational, functional. So you should be, these are the terminology, you should be aware of that. So when you're reading the PMBOK, right, all this talks about this only. So if you're clear on this concept, then probably it should be helpful.
Okay, thank you, Ismail.
So next into the operations, like operations, we have regular operations will be there, performing on day-to-day activities. This all comes under those guys who are executing the maintenance projects. Project is we have a small set of thing. New projects are coming. Operation is nothing but a regular ongoing process. Clear, right?
Can you repeat it once
Yes,
again?
sir.
Ismail?
Okay. A project is nothing but you have a start and end date.
Yeah.
Right. Even though operations also will be having start and end date, but operations are mainly once you deliver your project, it comes to maintenance.
Yeah.
Right. That is called operations.
So day-to-day activities.
Day-to-day activities. How you are going to monitor and control your project. What are the support activities?
Okay. Okay.
So so operations is you will really realize only the value when it comes into operations. What are the projects that you have delivered? That project you are realizing into the operations. Yes, whatever the duration you have, that's where it comes into the quality for you. If the quality is good, your operations are smooth. If your quality is not good, then you will end up getting a lot of changes into your projects, defects in the projects. That's where operations talks about.
Yeah.
Okay. Life cycle. This is another important, very important of the aspect of the project. So how you are executing your project. So we have different project life cycle. One is waterfall, then agile, then predictive, and then adaptive. So anyone aware of this project life cycle?
Yes.
Okay, great. I think Hafiz bhai, I think, right?
Hifaz.
Hifaz, sorry. Hifaz bhai, which life cycle you have worked on?
I work on Agile.
Okay, great. So, fine. Other than that, anyone? Okay, fine. I'll give a brief overview on how the project life cycle. See, any project, their life cycle is getting involved. Like for any project to get executed. So, first thing was waterfall process model, and then we have V process model. We have agile. We have 2I, and then we have now DevOps is also coming to picture. So project first thing, we waterfall process model is nothing but what we do. First, we will take the requirements, then do the estimate, and then you start implementing the waterfall process model. Unless and until one phase gets completed, we'll go to the another phase. That phase completed, you'll go to third phase, like this. Initiation over, then you plan. Planning complete, then you go for execution. Execution complete, monitoring and control. Then finally go for closure. So what will happen again in this? It's a time-consuming process. waterfall process model is very time consuming. If you are adding new let's say for example, when you are executing any project during waterfall process model, so nowadays customers are very demanding, so they wanted to see everything quick. If you are taking a waterfall process model to complete your project, to see the end result, a customer has to wait for certain, like if you are executing a 1 year project, he has to see he will see the result after 1 year. Before that, he will not be able to see the result. And then when he sees the result, then customer said, I didn't expect this. Then what you will do? Again, you go back to first thing. You have to go back, you have to start again from the initiation, again planning. So how much time is wasted? That's a drawback of a waterfall process model. And next come to the looking at this, then they came up with a V process model. V process model, yeah, hello, yeah.
Ismail, just last thing, one thing, like maintenance, once completion of the project, we assure we are sharing also for the maintenance or like yearly something. So for first few years,
maintenance, you will not see any process
of
model. Maintenance, you will not follow any process model since the project is already delivered.
Yeah, that comes under operations.
Operations.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Clear, right? So, because don't be hesitant, because if you're having, unless and until your doubts are not clear, then your mind gets stuck on there. So if you're not clear, I can able to reiterate once again.
Very much, really appreciating to all of you who
The voice is very low.
Hello?
My voice is very low. Sorry.
Yeah, voice is feeble. I'm not able to hear.
Okay. No, I'm just really very appreciating to all of you that who is helping me to understand my doubt.
So yeah, clear on waterfall process model, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Now now it came onto the V process model. So V process model, what happened? Everything will happen side by side. So when you let's say for example, you have taken the scope, and side by side what you will do, you will get the prepare the document and get the sign off. Okay, my scope is fixed. Please sign off with the customer. So then you'll write the test cases, and the test cases you will get the document it. You will document that and get the approval. So you'll one by one, then you'll go into the planning phase, then execution phase. Everything related to the document, you'll get that everything signed off. So that what will happen a little bit faster. I know. So when V process model, again, what will have, you have the clear requirements. Whenever you are having a clear requirement, then only you will proceed for the V process model. And then again is next, there are also drawback. Again, we have to follow this. It will follow a little bit of agile process, waterfall process model. So there also we end up losing a lot of time. So now they came with the iterative process model and the agile process model, predictive and adaptive. Adaptive is nothing but agile, predictive is nothing but with waterfall process model, and the agile V process model. So in agile, what do? You execute your projects in terms of phases, like I call it as a sprint, saying that I will deliver one, I will take one component. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. There are other colleagues waiting.
Yeah, I've added.
Thank you.
Right. So clear under the life cycle in different set of products, predictive and adaptive.
Yes, yeah.
Agile will go with the predictive, as I told you, right? It's a waterfall process model. Iterative, incremental, adaptive is nothing but agile. There's another hybrid. It's a mix of predictive and adaptive.
Sir, just a question, sir.
Yeah.
Do we use a waterfall model?
No, waterfall no one is using.
Okay.
So everyone is on agile. The whole world is on agile. If you go and say that I will execute the project in waterfall, nobody will give you the project. Because customers are stakeholders, your stakeholders are very demanding. They don't have that much of patience. They wanted to see the product now and now only. So in 2 weeks, what you are going to deliver to me? Show me. So if you see into the iPhones, how they are working on every mobile industry, they are working every year. They are launching something or the new, right?
Yeah.
How they are able to do that? They are through agile process model only.
Agile, the target is set, Ismail bhai, right?
Yeah, the target is set for them. Okay, I have to deliver, and when it comes to agile, okay, I will take one. No matter, I will deliver the end results after some time, but at least I can show you one component. This is how your one component looks like. In 2 weeks, you will be able to see, okay, this component, I'm able to see we'll define the sprints, saying that, okay, 2 week sprint or 4 week sprint. Basically, the ideal scenario is 2 week sprint. So in 2 weeks, we should be able to see this one product, one feature. So customer will get the confidence. Okay, something is moving on. Okay. No. Sorry, your voice is very feeble.
Something like making a sample.
Sample
for the entire project. First of all, make a sample for approval, something like that. This is how we are going to proceed the project.
That is different. Approvals are different. See, end result is more important for a stakeholder. If you are from construction, I can correlate one thing. Let's say at the end of 2 weeks, what you are going to give the customer? Approvals, everything that is fine. You need to get the approvals. Without approvals, you should not proceed. You need to get the scope defined.
No, what I'm talking. Now, if there is some order for 100 pieces, it is my project made. I will make a sample. So this is how we are going to produce, something like that. Is it agile?
No, that is a prototype you're talking about. That's a prototype. Okay, this is how the sample looks like. Okay. So in order to say you have 100 pieces, okay, I will deliver 20 pieces in 2 weeks. That is your result, end result.
Okay.
So let's say if I give 100 piece order to you, you said I will deliver 100 piece order after 6 months. I have to wait for 6 months. Let's say 100 pieces you delivered. When it comes to the quality, like 20 pieces has been defective. What will I do? I have to reject again everything.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah. 1 minute, brother. I'm getting on call. Hello.
Brother, the thing which you talk about, like sample, that generally comes before your scope, because once you provide the sample, you will get an order and you will start planning how soon you can deliver that.
Actually, I wanted to say some batching only. Brother Ismail told, for 100 pieces order, we are making first of all 20 pieces, completing 20 pieces. That's what I meant, not pre-sampling. No, not pre-sampling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Brother. Okay, you got it, right?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Right. Okay. This is the areas. Okay, same thing. We already covered. Tailoring again, project tailoring. tailoring we will do based on the customer need. So what are the things that needs to tailor it? So we tweak that thing, and then we'll do that. We'll make it as unique with respect to your customer requirement with the project environment. Any doubt on the project tailoring?
No.
Okay.
Vishal bhai, you mean to say ki if no need to go all process, it can be, we can delegate any process just for tailoring the project.
Oh yeah, we just need to go a little based on the customer stakeholder requirement, or you tailor your project. Okay. No need to go. No, you have to go to 5 process, but you will tweak the project.
Okay.
You will tweak based on your thing.
Understood.
Yeah. Yeah. The documents everywhere. Project management, business document, business case. You need to have a business case. That will call a charter, project charter. So in knowledge areas, this first thing, integration, right? Initiation. This is the first step. You need to get we need to prepare the project charter, develop the project charter. Project charter, it consists of what is the business case, what is the business what is business talks, so what is the business management plan, and then what we are going to get that from that business, what is the financial target, how you are going to satisfy with the customer satisfaction. Basically, when you are preparing the project charter, is nothing but the stakeholder. Okay. Yeah, stakeholder will say to you, saying that I have a project. That project I want you to deliver. So that becomes your business case. Clear? And then with that business case, they will be having some the management will be having some plan to that one. So by attaining to that thing, what you are going to get that? I'm going to get the what financial benefit I'm going to get that by executing that project, and then how and customer how the satisfaction. Then the one to deliver that project, you need to go into the contract, saying that unless and until the contract is there, I will not be able to do that. Clear? So in integration, this when it will happen, this is the first phase. This is during the project initiation phase. During initiation phase, you will prepare the project charter. That project charter should consist of the business case, business management plan, and what I am going to achieve that. Clear, guys?
Ismail bhai, project charter we will prepare or stakeholder will prepare and give it to us?
Charter is a good question, Ismail bhai. Project charter, definitely it is a job of a stakeholder.
Yes.
To prepare the project charter, but definitely customer will not give you the project. You need to work as a project manager. Your job is to coordinate with the stakeholders. Okay. You need to sit with them. You need to identify who is the stakeholder and what are his goals. Then you need to definitely he will prepare for you, but you need to be with him, coordinate with him as a project manager.
So
to get the project charter.
So
to get the project charter.
So small, but get to know the requirement, and based on that, you create the project, right?
Requirement is another thing, okay. But project charter is it gives you the end goal, what customer is going to get that. Let's say if we are talking about on software, right?
Yeah.
For they'll say that develop for me to you need to develop a website. That's my project.
Okay.
So for that one, it has a project charter will have the stakeholders, who are all the stakeholders associated, what are the costs is going to be associated. So everything is been mentioned over there. And what is the duration of the project? You will say my project, you want me to complete this project within a span of 1 month, 1 year, right? This is his goal. But as a project manager, you will take everything. He will prepare that project charter, taking that project manager. Then you will you have to prepare the document and get that project charter signed off.
Okay.
Identify the stakeholders.
Okay. Thank you.
Now comes on to the project. What are the things that that we are going to influence by the project management, right? Organization process assets, organization system, and the enterprise environmental factors. This I'll be covering each and everything. It will be given. If you read PMBOK, like these are the things it will talk about: OPS, organization system, environmental factors. This everything. Some questions might come on all these three things also, and every knowledge area. See, if people are joining late, if we are attending, we have covered so much of things. So will they be able to cope up?
They'll cope up with the live video.
Live video later on, no
Yeah,
problem.
recorded.
Ismail bhai, you
So
go
let
ahead.
them,
Okay.
you can go ahead and just try to allow them every 15 or 30 minutes.
Correct, sure. Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, what are we have a different type of organization. We have flexible organization, functional, multidivisional, weak, balanced matrix, strong matrix, project oriented, virtual, hybrid, PMO. So, okay, organization which is flexible. In the sense like, okay, not like, I will tell you, since I'm working with one organization where I follow hybrid, mixed type kind of thing. And then we are not project-based organization. We are into like, I have two managers will be there. One is a functional manager, one is another HR manager kind of thing. Right. The organization which is very simple, flexible, how you want to come, how for them your work has to be delivered. The work has to be delivered. They will not do the micromanagement. That's called a simple organization. Clear? Then
Yes.
we have the another organization which on the functional base. The depends on the nature of work, how you are going to have. It's a functional. So sometimes, as I mentioned, right, where I'm working, I have two things. One is a functional and another is HR kind of thing. I'm more onto the kind of thing where you are working as an individual basis. And next on the decentralized, like, people will be working in different locations. They are not into centralized location. That's nowadays everyone is working from home, but at the end of the day, we are serving our purpose. We are delivering our projects. We are delivering our work. We are not centralized. Let's say before pandemic, everyone will be going to the office, and then they are working at one place, sitting at one place, and then getting the work done. Now, after pandemic, everyone they are working on different locations. They are not centrally located. Right? Okay. Then we have a weak matrix. Project manager it's again based on the functional, based on weak matrix, balanced matrix, strong matrix. Then projectized organization. Wipro is a projectized organization where they have they will form the organization based on the project. Whereas IBM, all those things, they are not project-based organization. They are the hybrid organization. Clear, guys? Any questions on this? Because these are the things you should be knowing before we jump into the next thing.
Yeah, clear, Ismail.
Yeah. OPS, That's what so every organization has standards and policies, right? So policies like, they need to stick to their policies. You need to come on time. Like every organization have every policies, right? You need to abide their policies, organizational policies, and their standards. Hope if you want any explanation on this, I can explain, or else we can move to the next thing. I can proceed on the next line.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, yeah, please,
Right.
please.
Yeah. Because since everyone on rich experience, so I don't have to talk about what are the standards and policies, right? Everyone,
This
every
is quite
organization
understandable.
has quite understandable,
Ismail
right?
bhai.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
so we can proceed
Yeah,
ahead.
correct. And then next in the quality process policies, every organization has quality policies. They need to, when you are executing, they said, okay, my policies, organization said, you need to adhere to my policies while executing this policy, because they will be having certain templates. Okay, when you are writing any let's say, for example, if you are writing scope of work, they will say, okay, use my template. Organization say, this is my template, I'm going to follow, right? And then based on the, let's say, customer will say, no, this section is extra, this section, then what do? You tailor it, you will tweak that by taking required approvals from the your management. That is called tailoring. Saying customer doesn't want this, so you need to tweak that template. Then for that you need to go and seek approval from your management, and the management will approve. Then you tailor the your templates and policies, something like that. Then proposal evaluation criteria. When you are bidding to any project, right? You will prepare the proposal, saying that, okay, these are the you prepare. One is on the technical proposal, and then another proposal you'll write the commercial proposal. There will be two proposals when you submit to any when you're bidding for any of the project. So technical proposal comes with stuff, what are the work technically what we are doing. Commercial proposal, it has financial impact. So it's value, currency. Then performance measurement criteria. Performance measurement criteria is nothing but how you are going to measure your project which you are executing. What is your performance, right? They will be having quality standards. What will be like schedule deviation? What is my effort deviation? Then so many things will come into picture. That's where you perform. Seek the quality. That's what we call the performance management criteria. Next onto the communication. How you are going to communicate to the client stakeholder. How a project manager should communicate to your team member or vendor. So you set the guidelines. When you are communicating to your stakeholders, in what frequencies you are going to communicate. How you are going to send the status reports, right? When you are communicating to your team members, what are the guidelines you follow? Correct. Next, under the project closure guidelines. So once everything you deliver, you have completed the initiation phase is completed, planning phase is completed, execution phase is completed, and then monitoring also then comes to the closing. So you need to follow the closing guidelines, saying so when you are closing the guidelines, you have taken care of each and every aspect of all the process groups, all the required approvals you have taken. Those are the guidelines you need to follow that during the project closure. Then financial control procedures. So all your payment have come. So let's say, for example, you have signed the project. So when you are signing the project, you will say, okay, 10% of the amount has to be, customer has to release 10% of the amount. When you deliver something, you need to have certain amount of percentage of the amount has to be released, right? And when the UAT is done, the certain percentage of amount has been done. When you have completed the project, all your amount what you have agreed with the customer has been released or not. Are there any gap with respect to your financials? That you need to do that. Then issue and defect management. So when you are while you are executing, you deliver one component, then that issue component has some issues. How you are logging those defects, how you are managing those issues and the defects. There's a proper guidelines are there. So those issues has to be addressed before you're releasing to UAT, right? Testers will be testing the product and they will identify the issue and they will pass on to the developers. On this model, we have some bugs are there. So developer will go and fix the bug and then release to the UAT, correct? The next onto the change control, risk management and work authorization. Change control talks about change control is very, very important, right? Change control, I know as whenever you see any scope creep, any scope changes come into picture. Management talks as a project manager, being a project manager, successful project manager, management asks how many changes you have executed. You will be liable onto the how many changes you have brought. That's where you get the money. Let's say, for example, you buy a car, you go and buy a car, right? So once you say, okay, you will, sir, I want to add one more thing. So showroom guys, they will get car is one thing. Anyhow, that fixed amount will be there. When you are adding additional things, that's where they will get the money. I want to add Teflon coating on my car. So that's a value add for the business. I'm going to add some more fancy things onto my car. So that's a value add. So that's where every project manager will be tagged onto that one. How many changes you have brought. So that's where the money comes. And the risk management. Risk management, a project manager has to be on top of, he has to be on his shoes, top of the shoes, saying that every day he needs to see that what are the risks. Let's say, for example, you have one technical guy. That technical guy is he's very good. All of a sudden he's going to resign. So as a project manager, you should have a mitigation plan and contingency plan. One guy, two of my guys have fallen sick. What I'm going to do, because you can't wait, right? You need to, if a guy is resigning from your project and down the line, so you need to see what needs to be taken care of that. Have you identified a backup for him? Those are the risk kind of thing. The scope is going, yeah.
Yes, can I disturb you a little bit?
No problem.
You're saying that risk management should be evaluated on daily basis, but
yes,
we cannot pre-plan what are the risk management during this project.
One is on the pre-plan. You need to identify there are some sort of pre-plan, like a scope creep. Any as a project based on the experience, based on the thing, you should be knowing that okay, these are my critical resources. These are my critical resources. They might, at the end of the day, if they get any job, they will move out, right? So you have to accommodate those kind of things. And this is some of the areas that okay, these are my risk you identify during the initial phase itself, risk management. As and when the project continues, that you keep on adding the risks, and this risk needs to be communicated to everyone, saying that these are the risks. First, you communicate to your management saying these are the risks I foresee. So what is my then you can't say like this is a risk. For that, what is the content? What will be your what do you say contingency plan? What is your mitigation plan? Right. So there is a risk. The risk score will be there. Yeah, as and when the risk score is more greater than 9. So then you need to have a mitigation plan. If it is greater than 27, then you need to have a contingency plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So right.
Ismail here, like this content will be more dependent from the operation side, like for the employee
Everywhere.
retention or employee backup side.
Everywhere. Risk applies to everywhere. Whether you execute a project on operation basis, you execute project on a project basis, on a day-to-day basis, risk management is top. As a project manager, you need to be on your shoes, on top of the shoes, saying that every day you need to look into the things. So during if you're executing a project on a support basis, right? All of a sudden you might get due to defect in one of the module, the ticket has been increased to 2,000. What do you will do that? How do you you need to have the risk management in place. All of a sudden you cannot go and tell your management, but 1,000 tickets has been allocate on 10 resources to me.
So
anyone
here,
will
like,
agree to that? No one will agree to that, right?
it's true, Ismail. Here, I'm just concerning about the project management team and from the operation team. Like if we have delivered all the project, then it all comes to the operation side, and definitely there will be like many risks over there. So in project management, what we do, we are very much coordinating with the operation team. Like I do the transition from the European country to settle down business in India. So in that case, I'm very much coordinating with the operation team, and operation team, I very first ask to the how your people will be like red, amber, and green zone. Like green will be like next 6 months or 1 year, no issue. Amber one will be like in 6 months might be they plan to change the organization, and red one it's like about notice period about to discussing to leave the project, the process. So more about we are getting information from the operation side.
So as a project manager, this is the risk, right? You are identifying at the top at the beginning itself, correct? No.
Yes. Yes.
This is the risk management. These are the risk management.
Yes.
So that's where you need to record that. You need to have a document in place, and that risk management has to get approval, and you need to communicate these to your stakeholders. So the stakeholders should be aware of that.
Yeah, definitely. That is a very important thing to let them know that these are the risk area.
Right.
Yeah,
and then next under the work authorization. Work authorization, let's say for example, if you are executing project in Saudi, right? Well, half of the guys they sit in India and half of the guys they sit in Saudi, right? On-site offshore model, right? So some people visa getting over. So you need to have the risk in place. Okay, my visa, this guy is a critical resource. His visa is getting over on so and so date. So what? So as a mitigation plan, what needs to be done? As a contingency plan, what needs to be done? So that needs to be have in place.
Yeah, really, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Then your organizational process assets. Organizational process asset is nothing but your process management measurement database, your project files, historical information. And then you have issue and defect database. What are the lessons learned during the project execution? Everything you will record it and you will keep it. So later on, it should be helpful when you are taking the new project. Then CMDB, configuration management database, where you keep and update everything over there. And then financial databases. Let's say similar project it comes, then probably then you go and refer to that OPS, saying then what are my lessons learned on that similar project. So it will be helpful to you. Any questions on this?
Clear.
It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay. And then enterprise environment factor, we have in EEF, we have internal as well as external. Internal is nothing but your organization, what the company culture, structure, governance, then facilities, resources, infrastructure, software, resource availability, employee capability, And then external factors like, social and cultural issues. What are the legal restrictions, government or industry standards. So these are also you need to take into consideration. So physical environment, political climate. You need to evaluate. These are the areas where you can identify the risk. Physical environment is not good. That means that you need to put that have that risk in picture, saying that okay, because unless and until the physical environment is not good, I will not be able to deliver the project. The political issues are there. We can if the political issues are there, then you will not be able to do that. Not only in terms of inside your outside of your inside of your organization, outside of your organization also. Correct. Are there any legal restrictions are there? So that also you need to take into picture. These are all risks per se. Then financial consideration, inflation is going high. Today dollar rate is 81. Tomorrow dollar might go to 85. Then you will be losing money over there. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I move on to the next slide? If any questions, you can. These are organizational systems. This everyone is aware of that. I don't have to elaborate on this. The same thing I repeated over here. How the style of working, management, environment, governance, framework, and then organizational structure types. Yeah. PMO, project management office. This is the role of a PMO. So every project has one PMO, right? His job is to be to support, control, and direct. That's all he will do that. Under project manager, there is always PMO will be there. So PMO and project manager has to work closely. Any questions on this?
No.
PMO will be above project manager, right?
Yeah. PMO in the sense like
PMO will have
PMO is well like he'll be working under the project manager, or sometimes in some organizations they will
managers
work.
will be working under PMO.
Pardon?
That's what project managers will be working under PMO, right? Not the PMO will be working under project manager.
So it depends. Some organizations they are in some organizations like say a bigger organization, PMO has a major like he'll be having authoritative role. Okay, and some organizations PMO will work under the like if you see in Wipro kind of thing, PMO will work under project manager. But in Saudi everywhere, PMO is totally he will be above of the project manager.
Even in the OT industry, it is similar. Like
correct, because when I work with Aramco, I was with Aramco, so at that time PMO is totally different body, so I have to work closely under him.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
So it depends nature of the organization, how it goes, style of organization. In IBM, we don't have any, no one has any PMO. There's no concept of PMO.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb. Actually, someone is waiting to join.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've added. Thanks.
Smile by you can make some another one also host so that this disturbance could be not done for you.
Correct. I will add that.
Yeah.
Make him co-host.
Yeah, correct. I'm told. Yeah. I've added it first way.
Okay, small. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the role of the project manager. So these are the fundamentals we need to, before execution of the, we should know the, what are the OPAs, what are the EFs, and then what are the PMO functions, and how different types of projects will be executing. Then comes to PM, a real aspect. So as a project manager, what you will be doing. So, so you will be the point of contact for each and every you need to activity, right? You need to deliver your project, you need to take care of the stakeholders, you need to manage your vendors, you need to manage your team, right? You will be the function core, you will be the center. Without a project manager, you cannot execute anything. Let's say, for example, if I say I have a project, I will deliver it, right? I say what work has to be only done, right? I will do my work and I will go away. So yeah, are they going to achieve the result? If you ask me, no, they cannot achieve the result. Because the project manager, what is the job of project manager? Project manager, his job is to ensure, he is delivering the project on time. He's delivering the project with quality, right? And he's ensuring, everything is taken care of in the project, in terms of the cost, in terms of the customer satisfaction, managing the stakeholder, managing the vendor, taking care of the cost. Okay, like I know whenever the cost is going high, he has the authority and to reduce to increase or decrease the resources. Right. So management will give you the saying that criteria. You need to have a gross margin of any project 30%. So it's a job of a project manager to ensure that he is maintaining 30%. By end of the day, project manager will be liable and accountable under the gross margin of the project. How much you make the money for me? If a project, being a project manager, saying that okay, you are doing everything, but at the end of the day, the project is in a negative, will he be a good project manager? No, right?
Oh, yeah.
So at the end of the day, he needs to give benefit to your organization where you are working for. So basically, he's the center of the project. He's the heart of the organization. Project managers are the heart of the organization. They are controlling the cost. They are controlling the resources. They are controlling the scope. They are controlling each and every activity. Right. So as a project manager, you need to. You cannot say I'm a project manager. I will sit and work. I will give directions. No, as a project manager, that's not your job. As a project manager, you need to get involved. You cannot be sitting at 30 feet high and then talking. No, you should get your hands dirty. That's the basic funda, because people will think we have a perception. I'm a manager, project manager. I don't have to work anything. No, that is not true. As a project manager, you have to dirty your hands. Unless and until you are not dirty your hands, project will not get executed. You need to be on top of the shoes. One of the worst pathetic job is the project manager job, because you are accountable to management, you are accountable to your resources, everything. But at the same time, you will get benefited, you will get recognized everywhere. If you execute a good project, definitely you will be in limelight. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Cross-functional, agile concepts.
This is, sorry, can I add one thing, Ismail?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so that's why like process knowledge and process content means weightage of the question in the project management is the highest one, rather than the people and the other things like business, correct, operation and other things.
Yes.
So the process knowledge, we must have to dirty our hands, so that here the problem is like employees are very smart. If that any work can be done in like 1 hour or 2 hours, definitely employee will be taking 4 hour or 5 hours, some with additional financial budget. So as a project management manager, we must have to be know ins and outs, everything for that particular process.
Correct, exactly. So you need to have the core domain knowledge. So
Yes.
that's why we have some. If you look in some organization, they said in SAP, if you have worked on SAP, then you will be knowing in and out of SAP, and you are leading the SAP projects. If you are working for the banking sector, you are now banking sector in and out of the banking sector. So you have the knowledge on the banking. Then you are executing the projects. So if a new guy comes, okay, I will handle banking projects, then the technical guy, they will make a fool of him. You will say, okay, it will take 100 hours. You will say, you will go and communicate to management. Yeah, he will say that 100 hours. That's not a call a project manager, right? You cannot be a puppet.
So the core knowledge is very much important. Ismail,
very
right?
much important. Domain knowledge is very much
Definitely.
important.
And by your experience, like if any employee is 100 hours given in the banking project, but if you have done many other projects and you can get some scope of the automation or macro based something, so that hour will be automatically reduced. So this is a very great chance to involve with every process. Project managers should be involved themselves. Yeah. Yes, Malvay, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Please go ahead.
Agile concepts. You want to continue agile concept? I can go, or you want me to go? I can see. You want me to skip that one? What I'll come on to later on, because most of the tools and techniques. So data gathering techniques, data analysis techniques, data representation, decision making, communication skill, interpersonal, and group. This is, I will send that. I'll give this so you'll be able to how you do the techniques. You know, when we are doing the requirement gathering, what are the tools that you will use, right? For me, for communication management, what are the tools you will use, right? Those are the things. For testing, we are doing execution testing. What are the tools you will use? What are the documents you will use? Those are the things over here. Stakeholder, managing the stakeholder. What are the things you will use? The documentation. How you do the mind mapping. Anyone know about the mind mapping tool?
No,
It's a very good tool. If you get a chance, try to learn mind mapping. Mind mapping is a very good. This will help in gathering the requirements, and then stakeholder management. Those are the things that will be very much useful. Affinity diagrams. So I'll tell you what the affinity diagrams are. All these are data gathering.
So Ismail, just a question. I mean, we have different methodologies actually, like agile and other waterfall. So
Correct.
tools are same for everything, or is it different tools for different methodology? How does it work?
No, it is the same thing. Tools and techniques are agile, and it will use the same thing. There is no difference on the tools and techniques.
Okay.
But the way you execute that difference compared to agile and waterfall. Okay. So there also you will use affinity diagrams. Also they will use you will use for data gathering techniques. Let's say in agile, what you will do? You will do the brainstorming, right? You will call everyone into one room, and you will do the brainstorming.
Sir, stakeholder mapping, I can't understand, sir. Stakeholder mapping.
Yeah, I'll go to stakeholder mapping. Like, let's say, for example, there will be some different modules, right? Each module will have different stakeholder. Let's say, for example,
such as, sir?
I'm giving one example to you. If you are in a project, we have 10 modules, right? All 10 modules cannot be one stakeholder. So there will be for a couple of modules, there will be one stakeholder. So you need to map that, saying that, okay, because at the end of the day, he has to give you the sign off on that module.
Sir, I will give it to project manager, right, sir?
To project manager? No. So I'm telling you, let's say for example, in your project you have 10 modules to be delivered, right? So when you are doing that project charter, you will identify all the stakeholder names. And that stakeholder name you should be knowing which stakeholder he has interest in that one.
Like finance module, finance manager is the
Finance
stakeholder.
manager is the
We
stakeholder.
make the chart,
HR manager will be the stakeholder.
Correct. So any finance related, you will go like for example, when you're delivering a project, right? So you need to you get the sign off, right? Once you get the sign off, then you have to take that sign off copy to and show to your finance guys. Plus, I have delivered the project. Please release my payment. Correct, no?
Yeah. So in this,
So,
like if you go, like if you complete one, sorry, Smile, can I?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So like if as a project manager, if you have done any project, so you must be to get off sign off from the finance side that the budget which we have discussed
Correct.
beginning
Yes.
of the
Yes.
that budget must be within that the expenses which has incurred.
Correct.
Like for the IT issue, what all the IT, if we have taken access for the employee, like 100 access supposed to be given, we must be under that, under 100. And similarly, like from the operation side, the compliance side, that all they will be they will be checklist their things, whether
Correct.
it is under scope of the project or not. So
Right,
this
exactly.
all
These are all your stakeholders. This you will identify during the project initiation phase.
Yes.
Clear, brother?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the affinity diagrams, cause and effect diagrams, scatter chart, influence diagram, context. This I will explain to you. You know, now it's if I talk now, you will not be able to understand. So data gathering techniques like this will be useful during your requirement gathering. So when you do requirement gathering, sometimes you do brainstorming, or you call you group of people. You'll sit and then you'll do the brainstorming and arrive at the requirement gathering part. This will be used most things. They will be used in the agile process. They'll do that. You take any of the idea and you do the brainstorming and arrive at the requirement. Similarly, interviews another. You do questions to your stakeholders. What if this? What is this? What is that? What is that? Then you will arrive. Okay, you will arrive at the final conclusion of the okay. This is what I wanted to deliver to you. Clear?
Yes, yeah.
Clear, Ismail bhai. Before starting new topic, shall we take a break? Because you are talking to us.
Yeah, you need some rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ismail bhai also need
rest. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, sure.
Yes. 2 hours
Yeah.
will take 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever.
10 minutes. Sure, no problem. Yeah, okay. Right.
So we will be meeting at what time?
Now it's 9:05 in India. 9:07. So we'll meet another 10 minutes.
Fine, I'm okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Fine.
And meanwhile, you can stop the recording, Ismail.
Yeah. I'll do
or
that.
if you pause something.
Yeah, I'll stop the recording.